Welcome back. I'm Matt Jones. We are today going to be teaching you guys all about riding berms. How to ride them, how to improve at them, how to go faster, how to link them. But I'm not alone on this. I'm going to be doing a bit of the talking, but we've got our own guinea pig with us, Ben Grist, who's my filmer. So let's do it straight away. Give me that camera. Today Ben is going to be doing the riding to show you, as I talk you through it, what's good, what's bad. We might see some crashes, some spills.
Hopefully see some crashes.
Yeah.
Definitely see some crashes.
Ben is a filmer and a really good BMX rider.
Was alright.
Ben doesn't ride mountain bikes, and he's actually never ridden a full suspension mountain bike, have you?
Never.
So it's going to be the perfect guinea pig. I'm not saying that you guys at home haven't ridden mountain bikes, but Ben's a good person to show you if this advice really works. So, what bike are you on? Can you remember the name?
Rift Zone 3.
Yes, boy. What do you think of it?
It looks sick.
Well, let's talk differences. How big are the wheels on your BMX?
20 inch.
Do you know how big these ones are?
Bigger.
They're 29 inch.
Okay.
How many brakes have you got on your BMX?
0.
How many are on this?
2.
Front and rear.
2.
How much suspension have you got on your BMX?
None.
How much is on this?
Quite a bit.
Quite a bit. So it's different. It's very different.
Very different.
How many berms have you ridden in your life on a mountain bike?
On a mountain bike, 0.
Good. That's a good start. You're a good guinea pig lab rat. What foot forward do you ride?
Right.
Do you feel like there's a certain way of berming, left or right?
Left.
Because that's the way you 360.
Yeah.
So you want to go left?
Yeah.
Right, I think for that reason we should start with a right hand berm. Because there's no such downhill track, or any track for that matter, that only goes left.
Okay. The last time I rode BMX was when we rode in Milton Keynes.
Oh,
and that
true.
was just street.
True. So no berms.
No berms.
Nil berms.
No berms.
Okay,
Street.
so let's do this berm.
This one?
Yeah. It's a right hander.
Yeah.
It's long, which is good because we're going to be able to hit it faster and faster. The challenges here, which I'm quite stoked about,
Yeah.
are the exit of the berm you're sat on.
Yeah.
And there's a left hander after it over there.
That one?
But there's also a tree.
Right there.
Yeah, so you're going to have to learn to actually exit the berm.
Without hitting the tree.
Exactly. Pull out of the berm and set up for another one without hitting the tree. Okay, Ben, these are your 3 primary objectives with berm riding. This is what I think are the 3 most important rules that you need to think about at all times. You ready?
Yeah.
Rule number 1. If you don't look ahead and look out of the corner, you die.
Oh, great.
If you brake in the corner, especially front brake,
Yeah.
you die. And if you drop your inside foot lower than the outside foot, you die. So they're the 3 things you have to think about, and anyone watching at home, they are, in my opinion, the 3 most important berming rules. They are: look out of the corner. If I'm in this berm here and I'm looking at my front wheel, I die. Because on a bike, you've watched it, if you teach your 3-year-old to ride a bike, they follow their eyes. If they look at a football in the middle of the garden, they'll always end up riding into it. That's because we behave in a way that we just follow where we look. When you do 360s, backflips, double backflips, you follow where you're looking always, and it's so hard to get out of that habit. So if you look out of a corner at the next berm, you'll probably get there. If you look down at your front wheel,
Right.
you'll hit that tree and you die. So that's rule number 1, look ahead. And that's for downhill riding, skate park riding. Looking up and planning ahead and piecing together your line is so important. That's just the best advice that I was ever given. Rule number 2 was don't brake in the corner. So if you ride a track blind, an enduro track, a cross-country track, you haven't seen a corner before, but you can see it coming, and you need to do your braking in a straight line before you turn. Tyres brake in a straight line. That's how they're designed. They don't brake when they're tilting. So brake before the corner, manage your speed, get your speed down, then let off the brakes before you start cornering. If you don't do that, you die. So this corner, we're going to do our braking before it. And rule number 3 is keep your inside pedal higher. So I want to be in this corner either with my feet level,
Yeah.
or my outside foot down with my weight on my left leg, your outside leg. Because if you put your inside foot down, it clips the floor, picks your back end up over the handlebars, and you die. So they're the 3 rules. We're going to swap round again and we're going to talk you through it, and you're going to learn to do this. Okay, That's not the same track. Did you notice how much braking you did in the berm?
Yeah, because I was going to hit the tree.
And what happens if you brake in the berm? Rule number 2?
You die?
Yeah.
I didn't die though, so does that
You
make
came
me
down.
like
You came close, mate. I think you should still come in fast, like you did.
Yeah.
But do your braking here, because that is a straight line. Look,
Yeah.
before the berm, you need to have stopped all braking by that point.
Okay.
This berm is a good choice for the tutorial because you can see Ben rode into that tree, and I honestly think that's because you were looking at the tree.
Yeah, probably.
Whereas the following berm, the linking berm here, is up the hill. So you need to make the corner and continue cornering up the hill to set up for the next one.
Yeah.
So go again and look, literally
I might-
look out of the corner and find the next one with your eyes.
I might go a bit slower.
Okay, do it.
My shoulder was probably like this close to the tree.
Good.
I
You're learning.
Well, the first one I went that way, this one I went this way, so the next one I'll go this way.
Okay, see those skid marks? What does that mean you're doing while cornering?
Am I braking again?
Yeah, and I can understand why you are, because you feel like you're going to hit the tree you're looking at.
Yeah.
But if you tick box number 1, which is look right up the hill there,
Yeah.
you're going to feel less like you're going to hit the tree,
Yeah.
therefore not brake. One thing you're doing really good at
Yeah.
is like your position in the berm. Your tyre marks are dead centre,
Right.
which is important. That's where the
Are they not
berm...
meant to be higher though?
No, middle. That's where the berm gives you most support and allows your tyres to grip.
No.
Let's do it. Look out the berm,
Okay.
Benjamin. Yes! That was so much better. That actually looked really cool.
Oh, I pressed the brakes though.
Yeah, but you didn't skid, which means you definitely didn't pull them as hard.
I'm gonna be honest with you.
Yes.
When we had this idea, I thought this was gonna be like super easy. Because
Cornering.
I just saw a berm as like, yeah, just a corner, like it's easy, but it's weird.
Yeah. I think, honestly, cornering splits the pack of riders. That will make...
What, so you're saying I'm top tier already?
No, but for example, I never did well at downhill races.
Right.
But my twin brother Jono always did really well.
Yeah.
And the main difference between us wasn't my ability to hit rock gardens in a straight line or route sections or wet or dry. It was my lack of cornering skill compared to Jono. Jono's always been so good at cornering. And when you're riding a 4-minute track, which has 100 corners in, it's margins and millimeters and milliseconds in each of those corners adds up to the difference between first and 50th.
It's like racing, like car racing.
Yeah, everyone in a downhill race weighs a similar amount.
Yeah.
Bikes weigh a similar amount. Not many people do that much pedaling. It's really down to your braking and your cornering. That's my belief. If you're a downhill racer, you might be laughing and saying I'm so wrong. But if you think back to when you couldn't corner well, you would never be able to set good times. Annoyingly, you need to get from that berm up to that route.
Oh right, okay.
Yeah. Can you understand why? Because it'll like then open up this whole corner.
Yeah. You come out of that one, go wide to then get back into this one.
Yeah.
Instead of going straight through the middle.
Yeah.
Right.
Try and get up the hill. And it will make this second corner feel so nice. Let's do it.
I'll see
You got it. You got it. Ben!
God! I do not know what happened then.
But that was good evidence.
That was close.
What happened?
I
Died.
almost.
Are you up for going again, or is your shoulder completely smashed?
I didn't touch.
Oh, it did.
Nah.
Did it
My
not?
shoulder didn't.
Let's watch it. You picked your front wheel up, but you weren't doing any cornering, so you just manualed into the tree.
Yeah.
So more lean,
Yeah.
trust your grip, really trust your tyres. Oh, you did it!
Felt like it.
That was so much. Your
That
level
felt
of
sick.
lean, your angle was so much more angular.
I was concentrating so much on the lean, I wasn't even thinking
You
about
couldn't swing it the other way.
Okay.
But it's not, look, where I'm facing, the tree is such in an awkward place, but that's why it's like slalom.
I
You're
feel
going to
like
have to
I
learn.
avoided it nicely then though.
Yeah, let's see it, Ben. Come on. And then we'll change it up. I'll do some demos.
Yeah.
Oh, you have mastered it. Did it feel better?
Yeah, that felt nice.
Did it feel smooth?
It felt smooth. I wasn't leaning enough in that one, but that's for another day.
No, you looked so good. because you said you want to do left-handers.
Yeah. I don't feel like I have to think about that one.
Yeah. Yeah, it's all about carrying speed, because on so many tracks there aren't pedaling places. It's so rough you can't pedal.
Yeah.
So you need to carry the speed you've earned by linking stuff together.
Can you show me how it's done though?
I'll try.
I want to watch you go first.
Okay, let's have a go.
Sick. Woo! That looks so fast.
Did it?
Yeah, like actually looking at it now.
You know what? I wasn't that far off the tree though. If your inside foot is down, you've only got to lean to there and it picks your back wheel off the floor and you die.
You die?
Yeah, outside foot down, because it gives you that much clearance. If you can corner that low, you're an absolute legend. Woo! I managed to get away from the tree then, so
that was nice.
Better.
It was like a little.
Yeah.
That looks sick.
I hope this has been useful so far. I actually think, Ben.
Yeah.
We should do the opposite now.
Right.
And go and find a berm for you to square off and like roost.
Okay.
Because there's one thing learning to go fast, then there's another thing like learning to look cool for videos. Yeah. So I think we should teach both, because I'm not a racer. I've tried to give an insight into the correct way of carrying speed, of smoothing up your berm riding, but I'm also pretty passionate about smashing berms, so let's do a tutorial. We've done railing corners and now we're doing smashing corners. So terminology: smashing, teeing off, squaring off, shrouping, insiding, roosting, destroying. If you've heard any of those words, it's going to be what we're learning right now. So railing a corner is using the berm for all it has to offer, all of the support, all of the bank. I'm kind of going to contradict myself, because to square off a corner, you can add a bit of back brake to help the back end step out when you're learning. If that's a normal berm, like there's a berm, yeah?
Yeah.
You can't brake round that because it's continuously curving. To square it off, we actually make two sides of a square. So you're going to come in more inside like that. Roost like get your back end sliding out there, maybe by touching a bit of back brake. And then you make two sides of a square, so it's like straight line, quick turn, fast turn, skid, lean over, straight line. So I'm not contradicting myself. Braking in berms is bad for you die, bad for the trail builders, they get angry and then you die, but it does look cool, and if you're at your local bike park, you kind of can answer for it. So how do you do it? We're going to do this left-hander because Ben likes left-handers. And we're going to go inside. Most people ride here, look.
Yeah.
You want to come like this inside, yeah?
Yeah.
Straight line.
Okay.
As if you're going to ride into that tree and go over the bars.
Okay, and die.
Then you're going to lean over pretty hard.
Yeah.
Touch a bit of back brake, not forever, not in 2 years time when you're a master of berm riding, but I want to help the back end like free up and start sliding.
Yeah.
And then you're just going to skid, pivot on the floor and turn from that direction to that direction, and then you draw another straight line. It's slower, but it doesn't half look cooler.
It's like drifting a car.
It is like drifting.
Slower but looks cooler.
Exactly. Whack! Tiny bit of back brake, lean, look right over your shoulder like this.
Okay.
Let the back end come loose. The front end is where all the grip is. A little bit of weight over your front tyre. Load it up, allow it to dig in. Back end loosens up, drift, straight line. Let's swap over, my go. Your Instagram career starts here. Yes! For a first attempt, that was brilliant. He's loving it. Straight lines, big lean. Whoa! See the straight line, look, straight line in, straight line out. You actually made a square.
Nice.
You completed it.
Completed it, mate.
Upload that one, hashtag Shroup Sunday. The emails will come flooding in. Oh my god, no. Huge roost. Ben, you are kind of pulling the back brake, which is okay for now, and letting the bike do this, because you're stood up quite straight.
Yeah.
I want you to lean over and let the bike do that.
Okay.
Like MotoGP fails video.
Okay.
Big low side. Do you want me to do one quickly?
Yeah,
okay.
please.
this, I'm going to blow it up right there.
Okay.
Same as you, but I'm just going to lean over more.
Sick.
Trust the berm is going to secure me at the end.
Okay. Oh! That was the squarest square I've seen in my life.
Is that a really square?
Very square. Whoa! Benjamin!
So today Ben has done railing corners, smashing corners, shrouping corners, whatever word you want to allocate to what you've just seen. Ben was good at it, I think. First go on a proper mountain bike, riding mountain bike tracks. I think you should give yourself a pat on the back, Ben.
Thanks, mate.
Good man. So, tag me in your videos of you riding corners, because I want to kind of see how you're putting it to practice at home, or you're just way better than us at cornering already, and I'd also like to see that. Give me some how-to ideas. Watch, enjoy, thank you. You're all legends. Get on the corners, enjoy it. Winter.